Welcome back to the channel. With a couple of hours to spare, I've nipped out to my local pike pond. This little pond can throw up a few surprises. It's quite a nice day for it, I think. Good ripple on the water, fairly mild for this time of year. The temperatures are just starting to pick up nicely, so hopefully I can land a couple of pike. So before I start, that's a lure I'm going to be using. That is a small size rapala peto. I've had a good few pike on this now. I've not long had it as well, so it's a cracker little lure. Let's see how it does. I'm going to start by dropping a few casts in close down the side. I'm going to work my way around. This lure works pretty well with quite a slow retrieve, so I'm not going to do nothing too fast today. The water temperatures will be pretty low, so I don't think fetching something in really quick is going to be the best way today. The water's very, very clear for this place. Usually it's got a little bit of a murk to it, but yeah, there's no excuses if they can't see it, that's for sure. Can be quite a weedy lake and it's not too deep, so yeah, I think they just sit in the weed and as a lure comes past they can ambush it. There's been a couple of nice fish come out of this pond in the last month. A couple of fish into the low double figures, between 10 and sort of 14 pound-ish. One of them would be nice today. I'm hoping that with the temperature rising up to about 8-10 degrees today, the water is just slowly, steadily coming up in temperature and it sort of brings them on the feed a little bit more. That lure's working really nice. So I'm always just giving them that last opportunity. Oh, there we go, there we go. That did not take long. Oh, that feels a good fish. Absolutely nailed it. That does feel quite a good fish. Feels like there's a good bit of weight to it. Oh. It's just made a big boil out there. Oh. That's the thing with pike, I can never tell when they're just about to take off. Get the net ready. Yeah, it's a nice fish. That lure's only just in. Oh, missed it. There we go, and it's in the net. Yeah, that's a nice solid fish. What a start. What a start. I've only had a few casts. Let's take her to the side and I'll give you a better look at her. Absolute cracker. So there we go. What a nice fish that is. I would say it's a good 7 or 8 pounds, something like that. It's an absolute cracker. Brilliant colours on it. Nice, healthy, chunky fish. Let's get a slip back. So after catching that pike, I carried on fishing all down one side of the lake. I only got one more take and it didn't hook, so it was time to try the other side. The side I was going to is the deeper side of the lake, and it can often produce some of the better fish. Now my plan is to start up there behind me, but with all them geese, don't know if you can make them out on the camera there, maybe about 20 or 30 of them, entering the water as I've come into the field, I think I'm going to start down this end and fish my way up to there. Just hopefully gives it a bit of chance to settle. I don't know how much the pike will be put off by them, but there was quite a few and they are quite big going in the water. So I'll start down this side and fish my way up, see how we get on. So we started fishing at this end, and I was going to work my way up to where I seen them geese entering the water. I fished this side pretty hard, but it wasn't meant to be. I didn't even get a take, so I decided to go around the other side. So I've come back round to where I got them fish, and I've changed bait. That there is a Berkleys Zilla in the small size. It's a little bit light for this rod, but as you can see, it's took an absolute battering. I've had 50, 60 plus pike on that lure. It's got a nice big rattle to it, and a totally different action to that last lure. Let's see if the fish want it. I'll give it about 20 minutes, half an hour, and if I don't catch anything, I'll call it an end to the session. But I do have a lot of confidence in this lure. It's done me well for a number of years now. That's with the Zilla. As I said, this is a little bit light for this rod, but with it being quite aerodynamic, I think it's got a decent cast to it. Not too bad. Trick with this lure is there's plenty of twitching and pausing, whereas our other one was quite a slow, steady retrieve. Just want to give this one plenty of twitches, plenty of pausing. You've got to impart the action into it. It's got that bright orange belly on it and a big rattle. I'm getting it easily as far as our other lure so far, casting it into the wind. Oh, there we go. Right in. just shows you that change of lure, bang, right on. Hey, this feels another quite good fish as well actually. Bit of weight to it anyway. Absolutely hammered it. Just take my time with it. Not quite sure how big it is yet. It feels like there's a little bit of weight to it, but we'll see as I get it in closer. Doing a bit of head shaking there. Yeah, it doesn't feel a bad fish. Hopefully it stays on. Yeah, there's a good bit of weight to that actually. Let's get the net ready just in case I get a early chance of it. Yeah, it's a good fish. Oh, it's come off. Oh, that was a real good fish. Oh, nightmare. Oh well. Just on that little Zilla. It's a good sign though. Hopefully I can get another opportunity to put a fish on the bank. It's gutting losing a fish like that, but it does give me confidence that this lure's gonna do the business. I wish that had stayed on. That looked a bit bigger of a fish, I think. Maybe a low double. Let's keep going. See if I can get out of another one. Yep, there we go. Right in again. Feels like another decent fish. Fingers crossed this one doesn't do the same. Come off. So glad I come round this side and put this lure on. Ooh, big head shake. It's not as big as the last one, I don't think. Still a good fish. That lure was just in the corner of his mouth. Please don't come off. Oh, it's a nice fish. There we go, on his hours. It's not a bad fish at all. Nice thick fish. There we go. There's another nice fish. Got a bit of a lump on it there. But yeah, another cracking solid pike. I'm a bit gutted about that one I lost before, but I can't complain. Nice thick across the back. Solid fish. Let's get a slip back. See if I can get into another one. Fingers crossed. What a good little session this is turning out to be. Just that little change there, and as you've seen, I've had two real nice pike out of this little pond really fast. So I'll keep going. Maybe I found the secret. Maybe this is the lure of the day. After giving this spot a good hammering without another take, a change was needed. So I decided to pack up and move further up to the lake to a spot I hadn't really tried yet. Way around to target the front of that island, I've noticed that all the geese are collecting around there, and I don't really want to disturb them in case they disturb the fish. So I'm going to come to this little spot that I come to before and give the Zilla a fish round here, see if it produces anything. Same as last time. I'll start, well, I was going to start right down the side of the wave bed, but the winds took it right out. We'll give it a good few casts round here, see if it produces anything, and then I'll see if there's another plan what to do. The movement of that lure just side to side with that colour flashing around, the vibrations coming out of it proves irresistible to them. Yep, there we go. They absolutely love this lure. Oh, this one's not as big. Just looks like a little fish. Oh, splashing around. There we go. Nice little jack. And slip back. Off it goes. You wouldn't believe the difference in just swapping a lure. So I've made it up to the island eventually. This bit's a narrow channel in between. It's actually quite shallow in between, but I'll give it a go because it is deep enough to hold the odd fish, I would say. So I'll just start up here, and then when I get to like here where I am now, I'll be able to bang cast out right off that island, right out with the wind behind me. That's the plan. Still sticking with the Berkleys Zilla, no reason to take it off. As soon as I put this on, it's been absolutely dynamite. Just going to give it some gentle taps, nice sort of slow wobble retrieve to it. As I said, it's not very deep in this part, so I don't really want to be stopping it too long, don't want to get stuck to the bottom. I would actually be able to see it if a fish took that, when we're having a little bit of a height advantage. I'll just quickly put it through this shallow bit. This isn't the bit that I'm that interested in, it's concentrating off the end of that island really. And obviously with this being shallow, there must be a little bit there where it drops off, and right along that ridge you'd think the pike could be sitting. I think I'm going to get down after this cast and start doing what I said, start doing them long casts. Yeah, let's get down. Yep, there we go. Oh, straight away. I knew just off the edge of that island could be a good spot. Not too sure how big this fish is, but didn't half caught. Oh, jumping out. It's not a bad one. God, it's absolutely nailed that lure. Hit its side on. It's picked a bit of weed up as well. See if I can just chin it. There we go. That's a lure out. Maybe about 2.5, 3 pound or so. Not the biggest, but my God, did it absolutely wallop that lure. Let's get a slip back. Yep, there's another one. Straight away, I'm guessing all the bait fish are out here, because in this sort of area seems to be where all the pike are. This one feels like it's got a bit more weight to it, I think. Or I don't know, it's come right to the top. There we go, there's another one. Absolutely engulfed the lure. Not a big fish, probably about 2 pound or so. But yeah, all the fish must be sort of out this area. I'm taking it that's where the bait fish are, because that's seemingly where all the fish are. Let's get it unhooked, get it slipped back. I've went just a little bit further off the island there. Really long cast that. There's geese flying right towards us. Oh, there we go. What a hit. That feels like it could be a good fish. Feels like there's a fair bit of weight to this and so far anyway. Just going to take it nice and easy with it. Yeah, it feels like there's a bit of weight to it. It's just kiting to my left. Yeah, it certainly feels better than them last two. Oh no, it's not that big. And it's only just hooked as well. There you go, there's another little pike. This one's only maybe about a pound. Absolutely nailed it further out. I thought it was a lot bigger than it actually is, but it just goes to show you, a little fish like that can actually feel quite strong sometimes. And away it goes. Just a little bit more to the left. Yep, there's another one. That must have followed me right in close. Another jack. Seems to be a lot of fish piled up in this one area. Oh, need to be careful. There we go, there's another one. That one seems to be a bit more of a solid fish. See the thickness of its back? Nailed me in closer. Must have followed it in. Let's get it unhooked and put back. I think that's number 5. What a great session it's been. And away it goes. Targeting the end of this island for another 10-15 minutes or so. See if I can produce a bigger fish. Because since I've moved up here and been fishing here, although there's been plenty of pike, they all seem quite small. Like these are the smaller ones. When I was down there, I caught 2 fish that were a good size and lost what seemed like a really nice fish. So I'm just going to see if I can fish through them a little bit, see if there's a bigger one in amongst them. Can't believe how many fish I've seen today. I did not expect this. Sometimes you come here and you're blank, or you only see 1 or 2. I think I've had 5 or 6 possibly, with a couple lost and a couple missed as well. So to say it's been a good couple of hours would be an understatement on this pond. Oh, there we go. Oh, come off. That's the second one. Well, the last one done that to me. It followed me right into the side and then absolutely nailed it. It's more towards the middle of the lake. Yep, there we go. Just feels a little one, you can feel it knocking around. Yeah, just a little jack. As I said, it's strange, maybe all the jacks are up this way, they don't maybe want to go further down where the big ones are. Yeah, that could be smallest of the day, that. Real small fish. There we go. And it's off. I don't really like taking the smaller ones out of the water if I can help it. If I can get them unhooked fast and get them back in without taking them out, I will. Try a couple of casts down there. I haven't had any down there yet from here. Well, that's the end of the session, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I think I ended on about 6 pike, but I've actually lost count. Losing a couple, I lost that really good fish as well. I think that was between 10 and 12 poundish. Really good fish. Bit gutted that I lost that, but that's fishing. With the start of the trout season coming next week, I'm hoping to be making a lot more videos, and hopefully I get off to a flying start on the wild brown trout.